Going on, horror gang? Welcome to I Shot Him Six Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host Marcus. Please be sure to shoot that like button, subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some more Scream 6 set leaks, this time revolving around Courtney Cox's character Gale Weathers, as well as a potential Easter egg I think a lot of people missed, Easter egg that I have brought up before in a previous video. But before I get into it, let's hit that intro. I shot him 6 times. Alright gang, so let's get into it. So, as we know, some Scream 6 set photos have been leaked and emerged earlier, and I already did a video talking about the title. In this video, we're going to talk about Courtney Cox's character, Gale Weathers. You can see her in these photos in her bright blue fluorescent suit. Never one to lack in the color department and never one to lack in standing out, that's for sure. But I think the bigger picture here to take note is the microphone in this overlay that I have here of Gale, as well as take a look at the news van on the opposite side. Now, I did a video about this, touching on that. That news van might not actually be the company that Gale Weathers is working for in Scream 6. And this has actually now been confirmed, and I think this photo on the left of Gale with the microphone is a nice little Easter egg showcasing that to be true. Gale is working for News Channel 4. That van on the right of this overlay is WGDF News. Once again, Gale is working for Channel News 4. As you can see, I circled it where the microphone is. She's working for News Channel 4, and that news van on the right from a previous set photo is news company named WGDF. I have some pictures that I'm about to pull up here in a second so you guys can get a better look, better confirmation of this Easter egg that I found. Alright guys, so as you see in the photos that I have displayed, it is confirmed from that Easter egg that Gale is working for News Channel 4, not WGDF, which is the company that is, that news van in that picture that I showed you guys. Why this is interesting, because I have talked about this before in a previous video when I got that set photo of the van from my good buddy Dino Spumani. Shout out to you, Dino. I felt that this was a different company that Gale was working for, and I kind of took notice of that even in Scream 5. And I said it then, and I'm going to say it here in this video. Guys, I feel like we're heading in a direction where we're going to get a Debbie Salt type character. Everybody who knows the original Scream 2, Debbie Salt turned out to be Mrs. Loomis, who is the mother of Billy Loomis, who turned out to be one of the Ghostface killers. Now, another direction they can go in is the return of Gale's old cameraman, Joel. A lot of fans, including myself, would like to see Joel, get a run back in the Scream franchise, see what he's been up to. And it's very, very possible that this could be his news van. Who's to say he's not a top anchor somewhere now, and that this could be the company he's working for, or he could be the cameraman for WGDF. We obviously don't know the full details, etc. But I'm actually going to lean towards more that we are getting a Debbie Salt type character in Scream 6. And I'm not against it, only if, and this is the only way this will work. Because keep in mind, the Debbie Salt character was basically challenging Gale Weathers. If you watch Scream 2, Gale felt very challenged by this character in terms of reporting, etc. or whatnot. But they cannot, and I repeat, they cannot introduce this type of Debbie Salt character and then reveal that character to be the Ghostface killer at the end of the movie. It would be too much mimicking Scream 2 in terms of, Mrs. Loomis's character. It would just, it would not sit well with fans, in my opinion. Now, how you can make this work is if you have this character introduced, make them a massive red herring, but they're not a Ghostface killer. Guys, in my opinion, that is the only way this type of character, this Debbie Salt type of character that I think we're getting in Scream 6 can work. Other than that, if they revealed that character to be a Ghostface killer, they'd basically be copying Scream 2, which would upset a lot of OG fans. I know that for sure. Now, this next set photo of Gale is it's just her. You could tell she's like walking or whatnot. She's like, I don't know, she's walking to her spot, trying to find a spot to report or whatnot. It's very hard to tell in this photo, but it looks like she is walking through a crowd. This might be actually where we see her introduced, for the first time in the movie, what have you. So I'm going to go with that this is probably where she's getting introduced. She's walking out of a crowd of people. Maybe a murder or an attack has happened, and now obviously she's going to, report. And then in this last photo of Gale, you see her just onlooking with a water bottle in her hand, which is, kind of not like her. Usually she's, up there with a microphone and, in the action. So I found this photo very, very interesting for the fact, who is Gale looking at? Could she be looking at the reporter who works for WGDF? Obviously, we don't know, but I just find this photo very, very fascinating of Gale Weathers because she's not one to be on the sidelines. And in this photo, she clearly looks like more of an onlooker than a participant. All right, gang, that's it for this video. Smash that like button if you like horror movie content and show your support for the channel by hitting that subscribe button as well as hit the notification icons to get all the latest content updates to the channel. Once again, this is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. I'm Marcus. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Reddit. Thank you for watching.